Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's baking blog. Now today it's very warm here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a lemon version of tiramisu using limoncello, which is a lemon sort of liqueur type thing, and I'll also use some lemon juice and lemon zest as well. And basically this is going to be made and then refrigerated for quite a long time so that it sets a little so that we can cut it. Now for the ingredients, I have 300 grams of these sponge fingers. Now these are the hard sponge fingers, and you want to use those. You don't want to use soft ones because they will just disintegrate completely when they get soaked. So you want the hard ones, and 300 grams of those is going to be about 10 ounces. And then I have 1 cup, which is 240 millilitres of limoncello. Now if you don't want to use limoncello because it has alcohol in it, you could substitute lemon, and you may not need quite as much, I don't know. And I also have 1 1/4 cups, which is 300 millilitres. So 1 cup is 240 millilitres of limoncello. I have 300 millilitres, which is 1 1/4 cups of water. I have a tablespoon of lemon juice, the zest of 1 lemon, and I have 150 grams, which is 3/4 cup of caster sugar. Now those ingredients, other than the sponge, are going to go in to make a syrup. And then for the cream filling that goes over the sponge, I have 8 ounces, which is 227 grams of lemon curd. I have 65 grams, which is 1/3 cup of caster sugar, another tablespoon of lemon juice, the zest of another lemon. I have 454 grams, or 450 grams is okay, which is 16 ounces of mascarpone cheese. And I have 1 1/2 cups, which is 360 grams of double cream. You could use heavy cream if you wanted to. So I'm going to put the filling ingredients to one side, and then I'm going to take a saucepan and I'm simply going to put the water, the limoncello, the lemon juice, the lemon zest, and the sugar into the saucepan, and I'm going to heat that until the sugar is fully dissolved. That's then going to be our syrup. So I won't show you heating that because that's just straightforward. I've heated our syrup until all the sugar has dissolved, and I've put it into a plastic container, and I'm going to set it aside so that it can cool down. And now we'll go on to the next step. And for the next step I need a bowl. Oh, in fact I think I may be able to do it in this bowl. I want to whip this double cream until it is nice and thick. Now you could do this by hand, but using a whisk, an electric whisk or a stand mixer is easier. Okay, so I've mixed that cream and that's now nice and thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other ingredients, which is the cream cheese, the sugar, the lemon juice, the lemon zest, and the lemon curd into a bowl, and I'm going to mix those together until they're all nicely combined. And I'll use the same whisk, and I'll start on slow. So that's got that combined. I'm actually going to transfer that into a larger bowl, because what I want to do then is to fold my, or mix my cream into that. So we'll just put our cream in and we'll mix that through. And I think that's good enough. So I'll just set that to the side for a moment. And what I have here is a glass dish which is about, in my case, 8.5 inches by about 11.5 inches, but 8 by 12 would be fine, or 9 by 13 would probably be fine as well. So the next thing to do is to create a layer of sponge fingers on the bottom here, and to do that we take the sponge fingers and dip them quickly into the syrup. We don't want them to go soggy, so we don't leave them soaking. And then, with those in there like that, what we're going to do is to take about half of our cream filling, like that. We're going to spread it over. Just like that. And then what we want to do is to layer another set of I'm just going to take a bit more of this cream to cover this bit here. layer another set of fingers over the top. But because my liquid is still warm, what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak the fingers and transfer them onto a plate, and then they will cool down very quickly. And then I can put them on here. I don't want to put them on hot because it will simply melt the cream mixture. So we'll set that to one side. We'll take a plate and we'll start soaking our fingers. So I'll work with those first. In fact, I need to use a couple more, I think. So this would probably be more like 320 grams of biscuits rather than 300 that I said. So maybe up to 11 ounces. I'll see if I can get that one in there, like that. And maybe one more. Like that. Okay. So then we're going to take the remainder of our cream and mascarpone mixture and put it on the top and spread that over. And that's it basically. So that can go into the fridge and chill, and you can cover it but chill it for 6 to 8 hours until it's firm enough basically that you can actually cut it and take some out. Now what I'm actually going to do, just for a bit of adornment, is I'm going to take a few of these remaining sponge fingers I'm going to see if I can crush them up, and to crush them is going to require them to be hit with a hammer, I think. And I'm going to then take some chopped hazelnuts, maybe 10 grams or so. I mix the two together, so we've got those crumbs and the chopped hazelnuts. And I'm going to sprinkle those over the top. And with it like that, I'm going to cover it and chill it until it's set firm, and then I'll come back and we'll have a look at the result. Our limoncello tiramisu has chilled now for, actually it's been about 5.5 to 6 hours, but I'm delivering it to somebody to have after their dinner, so I've taken it out of the fridge now, and I've cut it to make myself a couple of slices, and this is what it looks like inside. You can see the rows of sponge, Italian sponge fingers there. So I'll have a taste of it. Oh, that is very, very nice indeed. That wonderful lemon flavour, and it's so creamy. And then you've got the sponge fingers, which are now nice and soft, but they haven't gone all soggy as they would do if you used the soft sponge fingers. So it's very good, ideal for a hot summer's day like today, or hot spring day like today. So that's going to be it for this recipe. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me the thumbs up below the video and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an I that you can click on, which will take you to a link for this recipe, and I'll also put that link below the video, and I'll be back with you with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.